Hey guys, Max here, and in this video, we're going to go over my number one method that I use to generate tons and tons of commercial roofing leads. So this is how to get commercial roofing leads with AdWords. Alright, so here's why AdWords is my number one lead generation strategy when it comes to getting commercial roofing leads. So the beautiful thing about AdWords is you only pay for the results, right? You only pay when somebody actually clicks on your ad to go to your website. This is pretty different from anything else out there, like search engine optimization, where you're usually paying for the hope of getting your website to the top so somebody can click on it, or when you're paying Yellow Pages, for a listing at the top, or when you're doing any kind of traditional old school advertising for the presence and for the appearance. Right? AdWords is totally different. It's in a category by itself. You basically tell AdWords what kind of keywords you want to show up for, and you can show up there for months and months. But if nobody clicks, you don't get charged anything. So this is really good just because it keeps your budget nice and clean when you're getting those clicks. And if you're not getting clicks, you don't pay anything. So the second thing is you can actually choose what keywords you want to show up for, right? So if you do commercial roofing, you obviously wouldn't want to show up for residential roofers, right? Or gazebo roof replacement, anything like that. So you can really get very specific and tailor your campaign around the exact kinds of roofing you do, and you could show up for commercial roofers. If you're in Ohio, you could do commercial roofers in Ohio, commercial roofers near me, TPO roofing, EPDM roofing, metal roofing, whatever you really want to show up for, you can use that keyword specifically, and this just prevents you from spending money on completely irrelevant, search terms and leads. So you can get very specific with it. Third thing is you get calls and leads in 48 or 72 hours. So this is really awesome because AdWords is Google's number one money maker. They make billions from AdWords, and it's a very streamlined system. As soon as you finish your campaign, launch your ads, pick your keywords, press play, Google is going to start showing your ads usually within a few hours. Multiple times I've set up campaigns for myself and for my clients at 10 a.m. and they go live by 11:30 a.m. noon, and believe it or not, by like 3 or 4 o'clock we'll usually get a single lead or two coming in, which is always exciting because this never used to happen this fast back in the day, right? With other strategies, it could take you weeks and sometimes months to get any calls. But with AdWords, Google wants your money, so they're going to deliver you what they're promising. So if you know how to use it properly, you can get results really quickly. And the fourth thing is you can scale it as fast as you want and take over your local market. And this is really cool because they give you a lot of data. They give you a lot of information. They tell you how much you spent, how much each click cost. You could see how many leads you got, and you can kind of crunch the numbers and see, okay, we spent $500 these past 30 days. We got 10 leads. So for the next month, we could spend $1,000 and we should get somewhere around 20 leads, right? And then for the third month, if we spend $2,000, we can get potentially 40 leads. Right, so you can scale it and adjust it as you go. So it doesn't just stop at the first month. Usually a campaign keeps getting better and better because you're getting more search volume, and you're seeing what people are searching for. You're seeing which ads perform the best. You're seeing which ads are actually generating the leads, and you can cut out what's not working and put your budget towards what is working. So all in all, it's just a really neat way of scaling your marketing campaign, getting 40, 50 commercial roofing leads per month, whatever you really need you could find it with AdWords. It's just you have to watch your numbers, and your numbers will tell you exactly what to do with it. Let's move to the next slide here. So this is the opportunity of AdWords. AdWords can make you rich when you're at the top of Google 24/7, right? So this is pretty self-explanatory, but imagine, no matter what time of the day it is, no matter what day of the week it is, if somebody goes on their phone, and they search for, commercial roof replacement in Boise, Idaho, or wherever you are, and if they see you right at the top, that's pretty fascinating. Because imagine how much business you're missing out on, right? When people are searching on Google and you're just simply not there. All of those leads, all those projects, they physically can't go to you because they didn't find you. They're going to go to whoever's at the top. So when you're at the top of Google, you pretty much got the bases covered. So it can also make you rich when your website sets you apart from the competition. So I have a separate video for this, Secrets of the Perfect Commercial Roofing Website, that kind of explains, exactly how to do this. Right? I'm a huge fan of, making the website very transparent and personal, and showing the faces behind your company, right? Showing your testimonials, writing a letter to the person visiting your website, and just kind of showing them you're good, genuine people that are running the company, as opposed to just this faceless, ABC commercial roofing company, that we usually see. So when you don't hide behind your roofing company, it really kind of ups the bar and just makes you look like the obvious choice when they're looking for a commercial roofer. The third thing is when you're tracking and optimizing your campaign consistently, right? So what a lot of people do, and this is usually why campaigns fail more often than not, is they're either A, not regularly tracking and checking into their campaign, seeing what's working, or B, they just create it and let it run, right? I guess, C could be if they don't know how to do this. So you always want to be keeping an eye on, how much you spent the past week, how many leads you got, how does that compare to the week before, right? You want to see, are there keywords that people are clicking and that I'm paying for that are just completely irrelevant to what I do, right? I've seen some campaigns where, companies were spending hundreds of dollars a month on keywords that had, manufacturer in there and how to start a commercial roofing business, things like this. They're paying, $10 a click, $15 a click for keywords with, they're really never going to make them any money. They're just people researching and kind of stumbling upon to their website. So you want to make sure everything is really optimized. There's no waste in there. And that's going to keep your budget nice and low. Fourth thing, this one's pretty obvious, but you'd be surprised how many companies will, invest heavily on their marketing, but really have their, back end a little weak. When you have leads coming in and calls coming in, you got to have a system to make sure that no calls go unanswered. Right? So that's usually having an answering service that picks up where you or your receptionist kind of leave off during the day. You want to make sure that they're getting all the proper information when people call in. You want to make sure that they're answering the phones politely and giving them all the proper information. It's really nice when you can actually record the calls that come in and see how they're being answered. Right? Make sure that you're really not leaving any money on the table, that everybody gets a good first impression. So this is a really crucial component here that I definitely had to mention. Go to the next slide here. Show me the money. This is the money slide where we're going to do a little bit of math just so I could show you the potential of what a good AdWords campaign can do for you. So the first thing that I'm going to explain, now AdWords works on a cost per click system, right? You only pay when they send you a visitor to your website. It's called a cost per click. So for this example here, and it's kind of the average for what I see, the cost for one person to visit your website from AdWords is around $15. If you're in, Minnesota, it could be $8. If you're in Los Angeles or, San Antonio, it could be $20, $25. It really depends on the market, but usually it's around $15, give or take $5. So the second piece to this is the number of people who become a lead from your website. Now, this is tying back into why it's important to have a website that distinguishes you from the other commercial roofers in your area. Because if you have as I call it, a Me Too website, which is, you could change the logo and the phone number and the pictures with any of your other competitors' websites and it would still look pretty much the same, you're not going to have a lot of success with AdWords. You need to have a really compelling website, kind of going back to, showing them the faces, the testimonials, the good offer, making it simple to navigate. And usually if you follow this formula, you're going to be converting, 1 out of 5, 1 out of 4, sometimes even 1 out of 3, and in some cases my sites convert 1 out of 2 visitors into a lead. So this is basically saying if we can get 4 people who search for a commercial roofing company on Google to come to your website through AdWords, we can get 1 lead. So 25% of the people that come to the website from AdWords become a lead. And here's where the math starts. So if we look over here, it takes 4 people at about $15 per person to come in. So this is a $60 group of 4 coming in. And if 1 out of 4 convert into a lead, you basically just got yourself 1 commercial roofing lead for $60. Right? So again, these numbers are going to be different if your website is really not following the rules. If it's just a good old generic website, it may be even 10% instead of 25, which is really not recommended. It's going to get expensive. If you do the math on that, if you're doing 10%, you need 10 people to come to your website to get 1 lead. So this 60 will turn into 150, right? You could still make that work, right? Commercial roofing projects, they could be hundreds of thousands of dollars. So you could definitely make it work. That's usually what, a direct mail lead will cost you, even more than that. But the reason I love AdWords is because frequently the $60, after a couple months, we can get that down to $40. So this is really cool. So it's all about making sure your website converts well. And if you can get those clicks in there, the math starts to make sense. Right? So if we go ahead and kind of scale this over the course of a month. So if you need 20 commercial roofing leads per month, you basically need to get, that would be 80 people coming in at $15 a head. So that's $1,200 a month using these numbers here. So for $1,200 a month, you're getting 20 incoming commercial roofing leads. This is pretty powerful. You could do this month to month, and this is not even scaling. Right? So over the course of a year, just $1,200 a month, you're getting 240 commercial roofing leads coming to you that found you on Google, on your website. They saw your photos, they saw the testimonials, they loved your website, and they call in for an estimate. Pretty crazy, right? And the question I want you to ask is, what's one decent commercial roofing job potentially worth to you? Right? So if we do some math here, a year of running this at $1,200 a month, you're going to be, not sure what the numbers are exactly, but you're going to be somewhere around $15,000 a year for 240 commercial roofing leads on average. If you can't find 1 or 2 jobs in there per year, ideally per month, right? You got to really reevaluate how you're doing things. But very frequently, in the first couple of months, I'll see enough jobs to come in where we'll do, 6 figures right off the bat. So it's incredibly powerful, and it's just super high volume coming in, and they're really good quality leads too once you know what you're doing. So move on to the next slide. So I'm going to share my top 10 commercial roofing keywords with you. So this is part of my secret sauce here. And now if you look here, I want you to copy and paste these. If you're going to do this by yourself, which you're more than welcome to do, this is why I made this guide for you. These little parentheses, they're pretty important. This just tells Google, hey, make sure that this phrase is in the search terms. Right? If you don't include these parentheses, Google is going to just throw a whole bunch of irrelevant searches at you. Right? Somebody searching for, commercial roofer logos, right? Well, go ahead and see your ad and click on it. But if you're doing commercial roofers in, this ensures that if somebody searches for commercial roofers in Henderson, Nevada, or commercial roofers in Orlando, Florida, you're going to show up. And then coming down here to the fifth one, state, I basically just want you to replace your state in here. So if you're in Ohio, go ahead and put Ohio commercial roofers, New Jersey commercial roofers. Same thing here. So these three with the little plus signs, this is just another different variant of basically telling AdWords, hey, if somebody searches for anything with these three words, right, Ohio commercial roofing or Cincinnati commercial roofing, right, whether that's Cincinnati Commercial Roofing Company or highest rated commercial roofing company in Cincinnati, no matter what it is, as long as these three are in that search term, your ad will show. So these are really cool to kind of capture the random searches that people type in that we can't always predict. It's telling me to update here. Remind me later. All right, and then 9 and 10 are EPDM roofing and TPO roofing. These are actually some of my favorites because they're really, really cheap. Usually we can get these for around like $4 or $5 a click. So if you get like 10 TPO roofing clicks, there's bound to be 1 or 2 people in there that are going to come to your website and give you a call because they're looking for a TPO roofer. Right, so it's pretty cool. Now I want to talk about the top 4 AdWords mistakes that I see being made that kind of give AdWords a bad name. Right. The first one is sending people to the home page of your website. So this is not really something that comes to you kind of right off the bat. It's been discovered by testing, and once you've been doing this a while, it's a pretty common thing is we don't send AdWords traffic to the homepage of a website. It has to go to a landing page. A landing page is simply a stripped down version of your website with no external links, with everything that they need to make their decision right on the homepage. Right? So that's pretty much what I talk about in the secrets of the perfect commercial roofing site. You want to have the testimonials, you want to have your letter, you want to have your before and after pictures, if you have those, and your form and your phone number all on one single page, cleanly organized. You can see some examples of these on roofengine.com and some of the blog posts I've done. I actually go over exactly what a 40% converting landing page looks like. Second thing is writing boring Me Too ads. So this is where you have to kind of make the case that you're not just any other commercial roofer. Right? You have to really make the point that you care more than they do, or anything that you have that they don't, you have to throw right into the ad. So if you have an A+ BBB rating, put that in there. If you have a 20-year warranty, put that in the ad. If you have a faster response time than they do, put that right in the ad. Right? You want to avoid just making an ad saying Pennsylvania commercial roofing. Right? If you want to take it a step further, you would go #1 commercial roofers in Pennsylvania. Get your free estimate in 24 hours. Something like that. That's really kind of captivating and it's going to pull them in. So the third mistake is not tracking your results and knowing your numbers. So let me kind of make it clear. AdWords is tied to your credit card. This is not a place to kind of hope things will go well and kind of check into it every once in a while. You really want to know how much you're spending and how much you're getting back. Right? With commercial roofing, there is a bit of a a longer, purchasing cycle, as we all know. It can take months, but you want to make sure that you're getting the leads that at the cost that they make sense to you for whatever you're spending. So if you're spending $1,000 a month and you're only getting 1 or 2 leads a month, that may not be viable. So you really have to know, okay, in January we spent $1,300, we got 14 leads, that breaks it down to $70 a lead, so and so. Perfect. Let's keep that going, right? Not knowing your numbers and just running a campaign hoping it works out is a really surefire way to just lose a lot of money, and you really can't get it back with AdWords. So it's really important that you just track everything, know your numbers, and kind of keep a tally as you go. It says 3, but this is point 4. Not doing what's been proven to work. Very expensive. So this is very important to understand. Again, AdWords is tied to your credit card. So this is really not a place for trying new things, testing hunches, when all of that has been done and tested for you, before you even started using AdWords. The beautiful thing is everybody in America that's doing AdWords for commercial roofing or roofing, you can see their ads, right? You can Google, Long Beach commercial roofers, for instance, change the location in Google to Long Beach, and it will show you, what everybody else's ads look like. So go look there, see what headlines other people are using, right? See what kind of copy people are using. And copy is just simply the content in the ad, and start from there. So you always want to, use somebody else's, version 4.0 of their ad as your 1.0. So this is kind of, why my system works, with my clients, is because I use the same system all around the country, just different cities, different companies, and everybody starts off with, the latest winning ad and the latest winning, website. So it's really important to, make sure you're not just trying something new, because that will get expensive. Instead, look at what is winning for somebody else and start with that. There's nothing wrong with that. So that's the beautiful part about, everybody kind of playing poker with their cards showing here. And you may be asking, so this all sounds great, but does it actually work? Yes, it does. Here's what it looks like when you're dominating AdWords. So, never before seen, I'm going to show you guys what a really well optimized set of AdWords campaigns looks like when it comes to getting leads. So this is CallRail.com. Basically, all of the leads that come through AdWords are kept in here. All the calls are recorded, and it's just a really nice place to keep everything organized. So I'll go ahead and do the last 30 days. Right, so this is starting from December 26th. It is January 24th. Let's see what we got. So 187 calls from December 26th through January 4th. And then there's also form submissions, people that didn't call but filled out the form. And there's 49 of them here. Okay. Now, this just kind of keeps going, right? And you can see, the 24th pile came in, 23. Right? I think we had almost 24 leads come in that day. You can even see the keywords here. Sometimes commercial metal roof, right? Roofing contractor, San Antonio, commercial roofing. TPO roofers from Alamosa, Colorado. I mean, this list just kind of keeps on going, and every single one of these came from Google AdWords. You can even see here, keyword pool, Google Ad Extension. These are just different ways that they click. Sometimes they call from the website, other times just click right in the ad. So, commercial metal roofing, commercial roofers, best roofers. So sometimes it's not included because it didn't pull it, but yeah, it's incredibly powerful. And let's see if we can actually play one of these for you. Let's do commercial roofing here. It's a 3-minute 18 call. Let's just play the beginning.
Hi, good afternoon. I'd like to talk to someone about replacing a commercial roof on a 60,000 square foot shopping center.
Okay, you said that was 60,000 square feet?
Yes, ma'am. We just settled an insurance claim from the April hailstorm last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as you heard, 60,000 square foot shopping center, they settled the claim, they have their check, and they need a replacement. This just came in yesterday. And they come in pretty frequently, right? Like, if you don't want repairs, you just use repairs as a negative keyword in your campaign. That's pretty easy, and you can just get, mostly roof replacement leads. Not everybody's going to convert, but there is just a massive amount of money when you're just dominating at the top of Google for commercial roofing. So highly encourage you to try it. You can do two things. One, you can kind of run the campaign on your own. You can take my keywords, use those, look at the ads that your competitors are running, improve upon them, build the website. 100%, I encourage you to try it. But if you want it done for you, if you want it done, kind of so it's hands off by somebody who's done it, countless times, you can actually apply to work with me and fill out that basic application. I just need to know, name of your company, your name, phone number, what city you're located in, and what kind of roofing you do, just to make sure, because sometimes if, I have a roofer in a city, it's a small city, I may not allow another one in there. If it's a big city, we may do too. It depends. But yeah, it's pretty much done for you. And you tell me your budget. I put together the website for you, build the campaign for you. You get your first leads in a couple days. And there's always 100% money back guarantee on everything. So if it doesn't work, you literally just shoot me a message, say, Mac, it's not working. Your money's refunded. To be perfectly honest, I've had to do that once, and it's not because we weren't getting leads. It's just because the hailstorm came and they were just swamped with leads. So you really have nothing to lose. It's just an option for you. You can do it by yourself, but if you want it done for you, you don't have to worry about it. Just done professionally. Click the button below, and schedule or fill out the form, and then we can schedule a call and kind of talk further. But yeah, I hope you learned something cool in this video, and this is the beauty of AdWords, guys. I recommend everybody try it. Take care.